How I became a Brazil fan during the 2026 World Cup. Welcome back to Blitz Bulletin. Today, I'm sharing a personal football story. A story about how this World Cup turned me into a passionate Brazil supporter. Now, before this tournament, I respected Brazil. Everyone respects Brazil. 5 World Cup titles, legendary players, iconic yellow shirts, and a football culture admired around the world. But I wasn't really a Brazil fan. I didn't follow every match. I didn't celebrate every goal. I didn't feel emotionally attached to the team. That all changed during this World Cup. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's talk about how Brazil won my heart. Chapter 1. The history I couldn't ignore. Growing up, I always heard stories about Brazil. Stories of Pelé, Zico, Romário, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, and Neymar. Brazil wasn't just a football team. Brazil was football. Every generation seemed to produce magical players. Even people who didn't support Brazil admired the way they played. There was always something special about the yellow jersey. But admiration and support are two different things. I admired Brazil. I just wasn't a fan. Chapter 2. The build-up to the World Cup. As the World Cup approached, I was excited about many teams. Argentina looked strong. France looked dangerous. England had talent. Germany appeared ready. Brazil was simply another contender in my eyes. Then the tournament began, and everything started to change. Chapter 3. The first Brazil match. When Brazil played their opening game, I tuned in out of curiosity. I wanted to see how they would perform. What I saw immediately caught my attention. The energy, the movement, the confidence. Every player seemed comfortable on the ball. Even under pressure, they looked calm. There was creativity everywhere. The team attacked with purpose. The football was entertaining. And that's when I began paying closer attention. Chapter 4. The Brazilian style. One thing that stood out was the style of play. Brazil wasn't simply trying to win. They were trying to entertain. The quick passing, the clever dribbles, the attacking mentality, the freedom of expression. It reminded me why people around the world fall in love with football. There was joy in their game. You could see the players enjoying themselves. And as a viewer, that joy became contagious. Chapter 5. The fans. Then I started noticing the Brazilian supporters. Every stadium felt like a home game. Yellow shirts everywhere, flags waving, songs echoing throughout the stands. Win, lose, or draw, the supporters never stopped believing. Their passion was incredible. The atmosphere they created was unforgettable. It wasn't just about football. It was about identity, pride, culture, passion. Chapter 6. The emotional connection. As the tournament continued, something unexpected happened. I found myself checking Brazil's schedule. I wanted to know when they played next. I started watching highlights, reading discussions, following player performances. Without realizing it, I had become emotionally invested. A Brazil goal made me smile. A missed chance frustrated me. A good performance excited me. I was becoming a fan. Chapter 7. The players who impressed me. Several Brazilian players stood out. Not only because of their talent, but because of their determination. Every tackle, every sprint, every moment of skill. They played for the badge. They played for their fans. They played for their country. That commitment was impossible to ignore. Chapter 8. Why Brazil is different. Many teams play great football. But Brazil carries something unique. There is history. There is expectation. There is pressure. Yet they continue to play with courage. Instead of hiding from the spotlight, they embrace it. That confidence is inspiring. Chapter 9. The match that changed everything. There was one particular match that made me realize I was fully supporting Brazil. I found myself celebrating their chances. Worrying when they were under pressure. Cheering every attack. At that moment, I knew. I wasn't watching as a neutral anymore. I was watching as a fan. Chapter 10. What Brazil taught me. This World Cup taught me something. Football isn't always about choosing a team. Sometimes a team chooses you. Sometimes a style of play connects with you. Sometimes the passion of the players and supporters pulls you in. That's exactly what Brazil did. Conclusion. So that's how I became a Brazil fan during this World Cup. From admiration to support. From casual observer to passionate fan. Brazil reminded me why I fell in love with football in the first place. The creativity, the excitement, the emotion, the joy. No matter how far they go in this tournament, this World Cup will always be remembered as the tournament that turned me into a supporter of the Seleção. If you're a Brazil fan, let me know in the comments. And if another team has won your heart during this World Cup, tell us your story too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more World Cup coverage right here on Blitz Bulletin. Thanks for watching. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.